Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's live stream, we are going to be discussing the massive correction that we have just seen on Bitcoin. You guys may already know this, but today, we have just seen the largest dollar value correction in the history of Bitcoin. We have corrected, at maximum, $13,000 from our new all-time high of $58,000 all the way down to $45,000. We're currently trading at $49,000, and we're going to be talking about all of that and more in today's live stream. I am joined by my producer, Dasa. Would you like to say hi?
What's going on, guys? How you doing today?
And we're also joined by our writer, researcher, and moderator, Smay.
Hello! What's up, guys?
We finally have a mic on Smay. I'm looking forward to that. We didn't forget about his tree costume, by the way, for everybody who joined us in yesterday's live stream. It is in the mail. We actually bought it, didn't we, guys?
No.
We didn't?
No,
what? I thought we got it.
No.
My bad. That'll be corrected today. We'll buy it soon.
I'm gonna fire him, just so you know. No,
Oh,
I'm kidding.
no.
I'm leaving. I'm sorry. I love all of you.
All right, guys, we're going to be doing some technical analysis on Bitcoin today because I know a lot of people are very concerned about Bitcoin. A lot of people are very concerned about where Bitcoin might be going following this big correction. If you are concerned about Bitcoin, if you're thinking about selling, if you've already panic sold, give me a 1 in chat. I want to know how many people we're talking to here that are worried about this market. As you guys may know, this is Coffee and Crypto. I have coffee in a thermos instead of a mug because I'm a loser, but, you know, it works. So there we go. Good deal, guys. I'm going to say hi to chat, and we're going to spend a couple of minutes here just kind of hanging out, and then we're going to jump straight on into the technical analysis. Don't want to waste any more of your time. Someone says Smay is a bit socially awkward. Dang. That's funny. Michael Saylor just bought 18,500 Bitcoin. Is that confirmed? Michael Maylor. I tried to type in Michael Saylor, and I just typed Maylor.
Rest in peace.
That's funny. Stocks are tanking too. I said stonks are taking too. I can't speak today, guys. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and go to the screen here, and we're going to look at that. I want to see if you're actually right on that. Let's look at the S&P 500, because if that is tanking, I was not aware of it. The S&P 500, 1 hourly on the SPY. Let's go back to the SPY. Give me the SPY. There we go. What in the world? This is not what I'm looking for. Where's my SPY? There's DJI. Let's look at DJI. The stock market is not tanking. Anyway, guys, we're talking about Bitcoin today. As you guys may know, we have a lot of technical analysis to do today. We have all of these technicals that we're about to go through. But remember, guys, blank to bank technical analysis starts with the basics. So let's get rid of all of this and start from the ground up. Let's start with a blank chart, and let's get straight into it. I know you guys are looking forward to it, so without much further ado, let's go ahead and do it. The very first thing we're going to want to do on our blank-to-bank technical analysis here for Bitcoin is we're going to want to go ahead and draw a level of resistance at our previous all-time high. You guys know $58,500 is our previous all-time high. That is the level that we have rallied to. Now we have pulled back to a new level down here at $45,000, almost perfectly flat. These are two levels that we're going to want to look at, so let's go ahead and draw them on our chart. Is there any technical difficulties, anything? Everything looks good? Everything looks solid?
Everything looks swell. We're doing well.
Good deal. Let's do it, guys. Okay, the next several things we want to do is we want to figure out any other flat levels of support. You can see I have a ton of support levels showing up on our chart right here. A lot of these aren't really very relevant anymore, so some of them I'm not going to redraw, but there are a few that I want to show you. Coming down to the 4-hourly chart, we're going to get more resolution, and I want to show you what's going on here. The very first trend line I want to draw shows up right here. I'm going to change that color because that is my special color, and that's not the color we need. This trend line was one that we were respecting. Notice how we had 1, 2, 3 lows on this trend line just a couple of days ago, and we pulled back to it, bounced there briefly yesterday, but now we have fallen below it. Unfortunately, that trend line is no longer in effect. It is resistance now, but I wanted to show it to you. The next thing I want to show you is a flat level of support at $42,000. I think this is going to come in handy, guys. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and tell you my prediction. I think Bitcoin's going to pull back to $42,000 pretty soon. We're going to get into all of that and more later on in this stream. The reason we put $42,000 here is because this is our previous all-time high. We had an all-time high touch here at 7 a.m. on the 8th of January earlier this year. $42,000 was that all-time high. As we know, 42 is the answer to the life, universe, and everything. And it is also the answer to the question, where does Bitcoin go? Probably to $42,000. The next place that we want to look at is $41,000. Why? Because we saw Bitcoin do the exact same thing. We rallied to $41,000 right here, and we rallied to $41,000 right there. $41,000 is another level of support. Remembering our rule of about 3%, whenever you see two flat levels of support within about 3% of each other, we want to go ahead and draw a support zone. Right there, as you can see, we have a support zone between $41,000 and $42,000. I've already spoiled the beans. That is where I think we're going. That's my price target. We're going to get to why I think that in a little bit. But first, we have to start with our blank-to-bank technical analysis. So these are our support levels. These are some of the major levels of support and resistance. I'm going to check over here and see if there's anything I'm missing, but I don't really think there is. I actually do want to draw a flat level at $50,000. I'm going to double-click on this and type in 50K right here as a resistance level, because this is a level that we may end up testing as resistance, and we are actually just below right now. Guys, we are currently trading at $47,400. I'm going to throw it back to chat really quickly before we continue. Are there any questions, any comments, any major concerns that I should address before we go on, guys?
I think we're doing good.
Good deal. Good deal. Thank you guys so much for being here, everybody. Looks like we're about to get over 1,000 watchers, viewers, watchers. Hi, crypto watcher.
1,000 watchers.
1,000 watchers.
1,000 watchers. Okay, cool. So any questions? I'm going to throw it back to you guys for a couple of minutes, and then we're going to jump straight back on into the technical analysis. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and thank you to everybody who subscribed to the channel yesterday. If you're new to the stream here, we stream 5 days a week here. We also upload 5 days a week here. We post a ton of content here on the YouTube channel, and it's completely free. If you're interested in getting some more of that content, you can hit that subscribe button, and you can support our channel by doing so. It is our mission here to provide you guys the tools that you need to reach financial freedom. That is being unrestrained and unrestricted by your finances. I have personally gone through that experience. I know what it's like to be financial not free and to be financially free. I want you guys to become financially free. That's why we run this channel. That is why we are here. If you're interested in that, smash that subscribe button. Let's go. We're all getting rich, someone said. What time frame am I thinking 41K? We're going to get to that in a little bit. I want to talk about that, but I want to talk about it in depth. There's a line you're missing. There's several lines I have on my other chart that I'm not going to bring up here just because they're not they're not going to play into the analysis we do today. Everything's destroyed. Loving the live videos. Loving the live videos too, guys. I love coming on stream here with y'all. Is this the end of the bull run? That's the question on the books right now. What do you guys think? Give me a 1 in chat if you think the bull run will continue, and a 2 if you think the bull run is over. I want to hear what you think on that. What do you two think on that?
Honestly, it depends on whether or not we dip below 42. If we dip below 42, which is kind of it's one of the last standing major levels of support, I think we might enter a bear market. But if we stay above, we could bounce and go to a good spot.
Yep.
Honestly, what I think is, at this point, if you have an investment, hodl, man. This is, it is scary right now, especially if you're new to the crypto space. This is one of those moments where you just need to absolutely diamond hands, just hold on to dear life, and just stick through it. And say if we do go into a bear market, the fact is, if you don't sell, you haven't lost anything.
He's absolutely right.
Just continue to hold, and you'll be fine.
Yep, that's a very good point, guys. I'm going to make this point. We're going to go back to the chart. If you haven't sold, you haven't lost money. Remember, guys, there's a term called realization in the world of investing. If you don't know what realization is, I'll tell you. Whenever you're holding Apple stock, for example, you realize a profit or you realize a loss when you sell it. So when you convert your investment back into your local currency, the currency that you use, your native currency, you might call it, the US dollar for most of us, maybe the euro, maybe the pound sterling, maybe the yen, whatever it is, when you realize an investment, you either realize a profit or a loss. Until then, all of your profits and loss are what we call only on paper. You've only on paper made money on your Apple investment the same way you've only on paper made money on Bitcoin. But you haven't realized that because you haven't locked in those gains. Locked in and realization are two synonyms for selling your position and exiting a trade or investment. So anyway, guys, we are going to go ahead and jump straight back onto the chart because we now have our levels of support built. We have our levels of resistance built. And now we need to figure out, where does Bitcoin go from here? Very first thing I like to do, guys, I like to go out to the daily chart and I like to look at the RSI and the MACD. These are two of the most powerful technical indicators in all of technical analysis, and the reason for that is because they are two of the most commonly viewed technical indicators in all of technical analysis. Because of that, because of the number of eyes on them, there's a lot of force from the market because of these. People are trading based off of these signals. Guys, remember, the market moves because of the machinations of the manifestations of the machinations of the traders. What does that mean in English? It means the market moves because of how people are thinking. People are looking at the RSI and MACD and thinking, oh my gosh, the sky's falling, I'm going to die, and then, the sky might actually start falling. It's a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Anyway, what we need to look at on RSI is we need to look at the fact that RSI rallied all the way up here to 80, and it has now entered a correction. A point that I made a little while ago is that a lot of times on uptrends, when Bitcoin was moving into a major rally, we would actually rally higher than 80. This time, though, it doesn't look like we've done that. We've rallied to 80, and that is where we rejected. It actually is kind of cool because you can see that's exactly where we rallied back over here in May of 2020, and then we rejected there. These rallies went a little bit higher, but for the most part, they rejected right around 80 to 90. RSI has very clearly rejected. Now, I don't think there's any argument that it's about to go back to 90 in the next couple of weeks. We see that RSI is sitting at 52. The interesting part about that is 50 to 60 is normally a healthy bounce zone for RSI. When you start going below 50, it really does start to indicate you're entering a major downtrend and you're not just going through a correction. So that's what we see on RSI. MACD looks just about as bad, to be honest with you guys. We have been bullish for quite some time. We had a bullish cross on February the 3rd, 2021. And in doing so, MACD rallied to the highest point it has ever rallied to in the history of the cryptocurrency market, up here above 5,000 points. After doing that, and after the correction we've seen in the last 2 days, we've seen the histogram jump off a cliff, and we've seen a bearish cross on MACD. MACD is not a signal you should ignore. MACD is extremely powerful. Most traders, I mean the vast majority of traders, look at MACD, and when MACD gives you a signal, you need to pay attention to it. To prove that even farther, I will show you what the last couple of crosses on MACD look like. Boom. Here's a bullish cross. What do? Went into a rally. Boom. Here's a bearish cross. What do? We went into a pullback. If you go back in history and you look at these crosses, you can see that they are almost always strong indicators of what the market is about to do, and we just saw a bearish cross. The last couple of bearish crosses resulted in nearly 30% corrections on Bitcoin, and this may very well be the same thing. So MACD is bearish. RSI is pulling back to the downside. RSI is sitting right above 50, so we want to watch out for that. Cool. So, guys, that's RSI and MACD. Those are very important things to keep floating around in our head. Remember, guys, with the blank-to-bank form of technical analysis, what we're doing is we're taking a blank chart, and we are taking all the way up. We're taking you all the way up through our technical analysis so that you can bank by trading and investing in this market. I want to show you guys how to get rid of that blank chart syndrome and apply all of the technical analysis that we teach in the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy right over there. Whenever Bitcoin has entered a bull market before, it is going to have pullbacks. These markets are cyclical. You are going to see the market go into corrections, and that's not something that you should be worried about. So let's figure out where we're going in our technical analysis here. The next thing we need to do is we need to go ahead and look at our technical indicators. The very first one here is volume. When we look at volume, Bitcoin has had quite a lot of volume over the last several months. You can see that we're in a general uptrend on volume. And by the way, if you don't know this, you can go into volume and turn on a moving average right here, which doesn't look like it wants to turn on for me. There we go. There's the moving average right there. You can see this 20 moving average on volume has increased exponentially. We have a lot more volume right now than we had 6 months ago, but in the last couple of days, a lot of that volume has obviously been red. We've seen two very, very large volume candlesticks, and these red volume candlesticks right here are indicative of a big turnaround, a big correction on the market. So that's what volume's telling us. It's telling us that there's strength in the bears. Why is there strength in the bears? Well, there's strength because there's high volume. Why is it strength in the bears? Because the volume is red, because it's negative volume. So there you go. That's that technical indicator. The next thing to look at is TD sequential. Pretty much all you want to look at on TD sequential is, are we overextended? Answer's no, so we can kind of move on from that one. Not much to say there. Looking at the 4 moving averages, we actually see something interesting. Guys, I want to take you back in time to the previous bull market, and I want to show you what a healthy bull market looks like. 2016-17 was the healthiest bull market Bitcoin has ever seen. The reason 2016-17 was so healthy is because Bitcoin would go through a cycle. Every single time it would correct, here's what it would do. It would pull back to the 100 daily simple moving average. It would bounce. Excuse me, let's do that again. It would pull back to the 100 daily simple moving average. It would bounce. It'd get support on the 50 daily simple moving average, and then it would rally. We saw this happen, I believe, 7 times during this bull market. Pull back to the 100, bounce, bounce on the 50, rally. It was when we broke that and when we only pulled back to the 50 that we rallied, and then the $20,000 all-time high became, well, the all-time high that was set for 3 years. When Bitcoin broke that cycle and when it didn't have healthy corrections and healthy consolidations, we saw a problem. So if we were to follow the exact same trend that we saw in the 2016-17 bull market, we would pull all the way back down to $31,000 and we would still be in a bull market. There's potential that if we go below 42 that we're like, okay, the sky's falling, what are we doing? But remember, guys, we've just rallied ridiculously fast. And also, by the way, if we were to pull back down to this 100 daily simple moving average, we still have this support level down here at 31K. So there's a lot to look at on the 4 simple moving averages. They haven't been very important lately because we've been so far above them because we're rallying too fast. What we don't want to see, guys, is we don't want to see massive explosive rallies that just shoot us straight to the moon, and then we see a massive explosive crash that ends the entire bull market. Much better for us to see slow, gradual growth the way that you see in the stock market. Of course, we're going to see faster growth because cryptocurrency is a younger industry that is growing fundamentally much quicker, but I don't want to see Bitcoin rally 1,300% like we have seen in the last in the last year or so. Look at this. We're still 1,100% up from the bottom that we made in March of last year, not even 12 months ago. I want to see Bitcoin rally more consistently, a little bit slower. So if Bitcoin were to pull back to $31,000, $32,000, $33,000, I'm actually okay with that. Am I saying that's going to happen? I want to be very clear. No, that's not what I'm saying. We're going to get to predictions here in a second, but I want to clear that up. Anyway, guys, the next thing I want to talk about is VPVR. Looking at the VPVR, you can see how much trading has happened at particular levels in the history of Bitcoin. You'll notice there has been quite a lot of trading right here in between $3,000 and $13,000 on Bitcoin. There has not been much trading up here between $13,000 and $58,000. Why is that? Because $20,000, the previous all-time high, was only broken 2.5 months ago. We haven't been up here long. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, the sky's falling. Bitcoin is crashing. We're down $13,000. You do realize $46,000 where we're trading right now was all-time high 2 weeks ago. We shouldn't be concerned about it. We are doing just fine. The other thing that I want to bring up with VPVR is that as Bitcoin continues to trade sideways and have more price action here in between that $13,000 to $40,000, $40,000, $50,000, $58,000 price zone, we are going to see more VPVR support being built and build a stronger foundation for the future of this bull market. I actually want to see Bitcoin trade in this level for a little while. I want to see Bitcoin consolidate because I want to see Bitcoin be healthy. Guys, this is the reason that I don't make $250,000 price targets by the end of next month, is because I don't want to get you guys overly excited about something that I don't feel strongly about. I feel strongly that Bitcoin needs to consolidate and needs to correct because I've been in this game for a long time, guys. I've been here for 3 years. I've been here for over 3 years now, actually. I've been here for almost 4 years. Bitcoin is going to go through corrections. That's just how it works. So that's my take on the VPVR. Looking at the Bollinger Bands, let's go ahead and zoom back in here. You're going to see that Bitcoin did reject off of the Bollinger Bands, and it did start to correct. The Bollinger Bands, interestingly enough, are actually consolidating and converging on themselves, even though we've seen massive volatility. Tomorrow, we're likely to see increased volatility on the Bollinger Bands, and we're going to see those start to widen out, as Bollinger Bands are based on volatility. But for right now, they are constricting, and we did hit resistance at them right here. So that's interesting. The next thing I want to show you is the 20 daily exponential moving average. We attempted to set this as a level of support earlier. We, however, failed. So context on that. That's not necessarily a bad thing. That is not necessarily the end of a bull market or anything. We commonly get support on this level, but notice we actually fell below it back here in late January. And if we look to our previous bull market as a model, every time Bitcoin would go into a correction, look at what would happen. We would go into a strong correction, break the 20 daily exponential moving average, pull back for a couple of weeks and bounce, get support on it, and rally. It is not a bad thing that Bitcoin pulls back below the 20 daily EMA. If we're looking at the previous bull market, it's actually a healthy thing. It actually means we're going into a healthy correction. It actually means people are taking profits, and it actually means that people are getting more comfortable with moving to higher targets because they have sold and they've bought back in, and they're much more comfortable with their profits. A lot of people are like 500% in profit right now. They want to take cash out of the market. We have to cycle the money in the market in and out from time to time so that it is a healthy market with a lot of people that are in smaller amounts of gains. It's not a bad thing to see Bitcoin correcting like this. So guys, those are the technical indicators I wanted to show you. I'm going to throw it back to chat here for a second and get your take on this. But the point I want to make here is that even if Bitcoin pulls back to $42,000 or even lower than that, because of the massive rally that we've had in the last 2 months, it's not a bad thing. And I don't want you guys to panic. I don't want you guys to freak out, because at the end of the day, nothing has changed fundamentally on the chart. So we're going to go back to full screen, and I'm going to throw it back to you guys. Any questions in the chat that you guys would like me to answer?
Yeah, something I see a lot of people talking about is something that Bill Gates mentioned. I think he said something about if you're not as rich as Elon Musk, you shouldn't be in Bitcoin.
Interesting. Let's see if we can get an article from that.
Yeah, it was a curious thing. Let me see if I can find something on
Can you do that and send it to me? And I will bring it up.
I've heard that he's been saying stuff, but I didn't see if that is something that maybe he recently said.
I found it. I found it on Yahoo Finance anyway. Is the one on Yahoo Finance good?
Yeah, that should be fine. I can't find it on Cointelegraph, so that sounds good.
Yeah, so I'm not seeing anything recent, so it might have been from a little bit ago.
Cool. All right. Good deal, guys. Well, let's go ahead and look. Yay, React channel. Yay, let's react to Bill Gates freaking out about Bitcoin, guys. First of all, I haven't read this article yet because this just came out. I didn't see it earlier. I don't care what Bill Gates says about this. At the end of the day, Bill Gates is a very wealthy man, and we should listen to people who have more wisdom and experience than us. But just because he says something like this does not necessarily mean that anything well, it's not that it doesn't necessarily mean. It categorically means that nothing fundamentally has changed. So let's go ahead and read this. Bill Gates on investing in Bitcoin. If you have less money than Elon, you should probably watch out. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, consider subscribing to Anyway, guys, excuse me, I can't speak today. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. It's completely free.
Like and sub, baby.
Like
yes,
and
sir.
sub, baby.
Yes, sir. Like and
for,
sub.
for my friend Jeb, who cannot speak properly. Anyway, Microsoft Corp co-founder Bill Gates is not bullish on Bitcoin and is cautioning others to reconsider such investments unless they have more money than Tesla CEO Elon Musk, which is really funny. By the way, I'm going to go to full screen and explain this, guys. You know what's really funny? Is when Elon Musk, the founder and CEO of Tesla, is saying that Bitcoin's overextended. When you look at the ratio of stock earnings to stock price on Tesla, Tesla is one of the most overextended stocks in the entire stock market, and he wants to say that Bitcoin is overextended. I don't want to hear it. Tesla is so overextended, it's not even funny. They are investing in Tesla, and Tesla has such a high valuation because of a massive amount of speculation. Bitcoin's development is speculative, yes, but it's also contingent on massive fundamental developments that are happening behind the scenes. I'm not saying Tesla is not developing. I'm not saying that Tesla is not a fast-growing car company. It absolutely is, but it's funny to me to hear that coming out of Tesla's mouth. It'd be one thing to hear it coming out of Bezos or Bill Gates. Elon, I don't want to hear it. That's just ridiculous. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and continue reading this, and we're going to jump back on into our predictions of where Bitcoin is going. I know you guys want to know where we think Bitcoin is heading, and that's what we're going to cover. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. It is completely and totally free.
Also, guys, if we hit 1,000 likes, we're going to release a video of Jeb snowboarding into a skier and almost destroying them.
Yes.
So make sure we get to 1,000 likes so you guys can see that video of Jeb snowboarding into a skier.
I completely forgot about that. When I was snowboarding over the weekend, I almost just wrecked a skier. It was pretty fun. Have you seen the video, Dasa?
Dasa has not seen the video. It would be new to me, too.
You haven't seen the video? Oh, she was so mad.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen the video either, so I'm interested to see
It was pretty funny.
You're talking about.
It was pretty funny. Give me a 1 in chat if you're a snowboarder and a 2 in chat if you're a loser. I mean, a skier.
Savage.
Oh, my God.
Got him.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and jump back onto the charts, actually. Oh, my laptop almost just... What in the world? Technical difficulties, guys.
Rest in peace, Jeb's laptop.
Uh-oh. Okay, cool. Anyway, what we were talking about is we were going to jump back onto the chart before my laptop decided to go and jump off my filing cabinet. I would rather my laptop not do that because, you know, kind of expensive. It's got Bitcoin on it. No, it actually doesn't have any Bitcoin on it. Yeah, that'd be bad. That'd be really bad. Use a Ledger Nano X. We have an affiliate link for Ledger in the description box down below.
And also, let me say something because I've noticed some people talking about it.
Go ahead.
There's a theory going around that Michael Saylor's trying to short Bitcoin right now. That ain't happening. I'm sorry. They said it was something about a tweet. That is just not something that's happening. He didn't tweet anything that alluded to it. I'm just going to shut that down right now.
Why would Michael Saylor, of all people, be trying to short Bitcoin?
No, he's trying to get people to buy it because he's trying to buy more.
Michael Saylor is holding so much Bitcoin. If you guys don't know who Michael Saylor is, he's the founder of MicroStrategy, and he is one of the biggest perma-bulls on Bitcoin you have ever heard of in your entire life. I don't know. I would love to see any data that's proving me wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's not true.
Yeah, no, I really don't see him shorting Bitcoin, especially the news has come out that he's trying to prepare to do a huge Bitcoin buy.
Yeah.
And honestly, at this point with this huge kind of price dip, I'm sure this is the time to do it.
Smay makes a very good point. There's a rumor going around that Michael Saylor is trying to buy a ton of Bitcoin, and he would be getting it on a huge discount right now. So let's go.
Fire sale.
Fire sale. Yes, exactly. Black Monday. Was it Tuesday? Black Tuesday for Bitcoin.
Sounds like a horrible historical event. Black Tuesday.
Well, what was it? Black Tuesday or what day I don't care. Anyway, we're going to get back into the technical analysis. We're going to talk about where Bitcoin is going because in the last couple of days, we have seen Bitcoin correct nearly $13,000. I know the question on all of your minds is where does Bitcoin go from here? How does Bitcoin correct from here? Where is Bitcoin going to bottom out? And will the bull market continue? I talked about earlier, I teased the idea that I believe we're going to pull back to $41,000 to $42,000. The reason for that is because we see a previous all-time high figure at $42,000 flat, and we also see a level of support here at $41,000. For those of you who have been subscribed to the channel and watching for the last couple of weeks, I have been drawing this as a support level consistently for weeks. The reason is because I was like, goodness gracious, guys, we're rallying to 50, 52, 56, $58,000. Bitcoin needs a correction in here sometime. I've been saying for a couple of I don't want to be one of those guys that just pats myself on the back and says, ha, I told you so. I called it. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy for a second. I did say that we were going to have a correction, and I kind of got attacked for it, but at the end of the day, markets are cyclical, and they do need to correct. What do we got?
Pwah, pwah, pwah.
You were instructed to
Welcome,
come in here?
Tim. Tim, come say hi.
Tim is coming to say hi, okay?
Hey guys, we really need more likes because that video. I want to clarify, like, because Dots hadn't seen it. I took the video on our snowrain trip. It was pretty rough. Like, you
bad.
literally will see Jeb attempting murder.
Yep. It was not that bad.
The skier is just going down.
It was
She's
not
just
that bad.
minding her business.
It was
and
not
Jeb
that
says,
bad.
You know what? Let me see how I can screw her entire day
It was
up.
not that bad.
And she lets him hear it. So we need those, like, right now, we need those likes to be popping up because it's a pretty epic video. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
And we're gonna make more of them. Jeb has tried to kill people on multiple occasions. It's just the first one
Whoa,
on film.
we're live,
The first one on
man.
film. So
We're already demonetized.
Hit that
YouTube
like button,
already
guys.
demonetized. Hit the like button. No, there was no intentionality behind that.
Disclaimer, Jeb has not murdered anyone. He's never tried
Okay,
to murder
for
anyone.
the sake
We're
of
all
not
good.
getting shut down, we're going to stop saying the M word on stream so YouTube doesn't...
We're not gonna say the M word.
Jeb doesn't hurt people.
Or the K word.
Not the M word, the K word. We're not gonna say the H word.
Hit the like button.
Any of the words.
And you will see me nearly take out a skier.
We're not even gonna say the.
No, we're not even
no,
gonna say that.
T-word.
We're gonna say nearly trip a skier.
Bump into. That's how we're gonna put it.
Nearly bump into.
Nearly bump into.
Anyway, let's go ahead and jump back onto the live chart because I know you guys are wondering where Bitcoin is going. If you want to see that skier get tripped,
Get bumped into.
do we agree with get bumped into?
That's
Bumped
fair.
into.
I can
Yeah,
deal
okay.
with that.
Get bumped
Okay.
into.
If you want to see the skier get bumped into, smash the subscribe button. Anyway, where I think Bitcoin is going, I will tell you where I think Bitcoin is going. I think Bitcoin is heading back to $41,000 to $42,000. Why do I think that? I will tell you why I think that. RSI has corrected. We are sitting in between 50 and 52 right now. As I've told you guys before, when RSI pulls back below 50, that's indicative that we're not just in a bounce, we are in a new downtrend. Same thing is said for the MACD. When we see the MACD cross bearish, that is indicative we're not just in a small correction, we're not just in a small pullback, excuse me. We are actually in a corrective rally, a move to the downside, a downtrend, if you will. Bitcoin pulling back below 50 on RSI, which is what we're about to do more than likely, and the fact that MACD is turning bearish is indicative that we're probably going to pull back farther to the downside. So where do I think Bitcoin is going? With all of this red volume, with these massive corrections that we're seeing happen over on CoinMarketCap, we are more than likely going to see Bitcoin pull back down to $41,000 to $42,000. That is my correction prediction. That's where I think Bitcoin is going. I would love to hear your opinions on that. I actually think we might go lower than that too, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I wouldn't be surprised to see Bitcoin go back to $36,000 or so. This is a level that we have seen in past. We saw Bitcoin trade up to $38,000. That was a level of resistance at one point, and $36,000 is a level that if we go down here to the 4-hourly chart, we're going to see a lot of touches around. Let's go ahead and set this right here. We see that there are a bunch, there is quite a lot of trading over here. There's resistance right there, support right there. I would not be surprised if Bitcoin pulled all the way down to $36,000 from here. And by the way, guys, I want to make one thing very clear. If Bitcoin does pull back down to $36,000, that is not a bad thing. That is nothing to fret about. That is nothing to be scared about, and that is certainly no reason to leave the cryptocurrency market. Give me a 7 in chat if you're considering leaving the cryptocurrency market because of the correction we are having. Give me a 7. Be honest with me because I want to help you if you're concerned about that. A lot of people are very worried about Bitcoin going into a massive bear market and you losing money. But guys, the point of this stream is for me to assuage those fears. The point of this stream is to encourage you not to think emotionally, but to think rationally. What happens when Bitcoin corrects? The people that have weak hands, they don't have those diamond hands like we have as cryptocurrency investors who are here for the long term. Those people that don't have the diamond hands and really shouldn't be propping the price up in the first place start to exit the market. They go back to US dollars. They go back to fiat currency. They go back to the life they've always had. But we believe in the long-term longevity of this new blockchain technology that is decentralized, and that decentralization backs up the concept of limited supply on Bitcoin, and that is why we are here. Because the US dollar is hyperinflationary. It could ruin you if you put all of your money into US dollars over the long term. However, Bitcoin is not hyperinflationary, and your value is secure in Bitcoin over the long run. Will there be dips? Yes. Has Bitcoin pulled back 90% before? Yes. Will it continue to rally in the long term? Also, yes. All of the fundamentals point to that, and we have every reason to believe that the future is bright for Bitcoin. Nothing has changed in the last 2 days.
Diamond hands and balls of steel, baby. Diamond hands.
Diamond hands, balls of steel. Or ovaries of steel, because we want to be inclusive.
That's right. We're inclusive here.
We're an inclusive channel.
Everyone.
We're inclusive to the 5% of our audience that is female. Shout out to our females watching the stream. Yeah, right, guys? Shout out.
Shout out to the ladies.
Shout out to the ladies. Shout out to the ladies.
Bro, you keep me muted till after I speak.
Yeah, I know. You unmuted him after he started talking.
My apologies. I'm
bro,
sorry. I'm tripping.
You need to get better about that, bro. You keep me muted.
I know. I'd be tripping.
Hold my hand, Jeb. I will. I don't want to hold your hand because it's diamond, and that would hurt.
That's right.
Shout out to
hands.
the ladies. Trends are your friends. Yes, the trend is your friend until it ends.
Hodl, guys. You gotta have diamond hands. That's
gotta have those diamond hands.
Right there. You gotta have
diamond hands. By the way, guys, next week we're going to have cameras on Smay and Dasa. Right now, we have audio hooked up, but we're waiting on a switcher to come in for our cameras. The cameras are already set up, actually. That's the funny thing. We just don't have the switcher for it.
I'm dressed like a bum. That's why the camera's not on here. I look like a bum. That's why.
At this rate, you probably won't ever see me on camera anyways, so...
Why not? Boys. Well, you're gonna be on camera.
No. I mean, if I'm gonna be muted before I talk.
Oh yeah, Dasa, come on.
Sorry,
Dasa keeps muting him.
Oh my
Dang.
gosh, it's no.
Lady here, ovaries of steel. There we go. Good deal, Louise.
Let's go.
Ovaries of steel. Love it. Sticking. Hey boys, you don't have diamond hands. Get those diamond hands. Thank you for the lady shout out. Indeed, I'm gonna check our analytics real quick. I'm pretty sure we have like. No, I'm actually not gonna fool with it. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't feel like it. But I'm pretty sure that like 5% of our audience is female. I would love for that number to go up. That'd be cool.
That'd be great. You guys need to share this channel with your female friends.
Have them pop their face on camera now.
Bring in some ovaries of steel. Come on.
Bring in the ovaries of steel.
We need a new team.
Yes, indeed. All right, guys. So what we're going to do from here is I want to answer some questions. I'm going to open the floor for some Q&A, and Dasa and Smay are going to help me curate some really good questions. Is that good, guys?
Yes, sounds
good to me.
Awesome. So the reason that we're doing this is because I know a lot of you guys have concerns about the market, and I want to help address some of those concerns. So any concerns that you have about the market, anything that you're scared about, anything that you might have a visceral reaction to in the cryptocurrency market, let us know. I want to see if there's anything I can do to help you guys, because at the end of the day, did you just say true?
Tripping.
Oh, I thought you said true. At the end of the day, trip over my words. At the end of the day, we are here as a channel to help serve you and provide you the tools to reach financial freedom. That is our job. Our job is not to do cryptocurrency technical analysis. I want to make that very clear. Our job is to help you become financially free through technical analysis and other means. So one of those means that we can use to help you become financially free and to help serve you is by assuaging some of those fears. So we're going to open the floor for another 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're going to jump on to some altcoin technical analysis, because I know a lot of you guys would like to see what's going on altcoins like Ethereum and Cardano and Polkadot.
ETH is hitting super hard right now.
A lot of people are
wanting
to hear about ETH.
ETH is dumping. Yeah, we will definitely talk about Ethereum here in the next 10 minutes or so, guys. Definitely stay tuned for that, because I have a lot I would like to say on Ethereum. Are there any, I'm going to look at chat also, are there any major corrections, any major questions that we would like to do? Hit the like button. Yes, guys, hit the like button so you can see me trip that skier.
Let's hit 1,000 likes, guys.
Let's hit 1,000 likes. Good Lord, there's so many messages in chat.
A lot of them are just
ask how many people came into crypto after Wall Street bets. That's a great question. Put an 8 in chat if you came to crypto after Wall Street bets.
That's where we got the diamond hands thing.
Is that where that came from?
Yeah, diamond hands.
Oh, really?
Wall Street bets.
I was wondering where that came from.
Hey, and you know what? I love it. I think it's a great, great analogy. It's a great,
I think it is
a great term.
I've always used balls of steel, but I think diamond hands is good.
Diamond hands. You know,
diamond hands.
You can't have paper hands.
Diamond balls. There we go.
Whoa.
Next level.
We just got.
This is a family-friendly channel. We're gonna stop saying that. I started it, so it's my fault.
Oh my gosh.
Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't already, guys. It's completely free. And also consider smashing the subscribe button. We post content here daily. We stream 5 days a week, and I would love to see your shining, smiling face once again. But I will only see it if you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and consider turning on post notifications. And if you dislike the video, hit the dislike button twice so we know you hate the video. I have used that joke so many times.
It's okay.
So many times. Bitcoin to ETH ratio. What do we need to hodl? I currently have about a 70-30 split between my Bitcoin and my Ethereum. I like that split. That's what I use. It really is dependent on how much you believe in Ethereum versus Bitcoin, where you think those projects are going, which one you're more familiar with. It's really a personal preference kind of thing, but my split's about 70-30. Help me, Jeb. I'm scared. Tell me why you're scared. Tell me what I can do to help. Any major good questions that we can talk about here, guys? Your prediction of $2,800 ETH end of March still going? I think it may still happen. I'll keep you updated on that. I want to revisit that prediction. Might take a little bit longer than that because this is probably going to be a decent-sized correction. It might be more like April or May before that happens, but I do still think we're going to go there. Have you ever skied or just snowboarded? I've only snowboarded. I've never skied. It's really funny that I was on a bus out in Keystone. I was in Keystone, Colorado, and there was a guy sitting across from me. It was him and his son, and they were skiing. They were skiers, and the father was bragging to this other person. He's like, "Yeah, my son just almost took out a snowboarder." And I looked at him. I'm like, "I almost took out a skier." it was funny.
What's your lowest target for ETH if Bitcoin goes down to 36?
Good question. That's a great question, actually. Let's use that to transition into our Ethereum technical analysis, because I know you guys want to see what's going on over on ETH. You guys have seen that ETH has gone through a major correction. We're down 10% in the last 24 hours, and in fact, from all-time high, ETH has already corrected on Wix $700, down 33%. Similar to Bitcoin, we see the RSI is tanking. It's sitting down here around 43, and we see that the MACD, not the VPVR, has corrected, and we are moving to the downside. We see a massive red histogram bar down here. Where do I think Ethereum is going? Let's go ahead and look at this. The very first thing I want to show you guys is this similar support zone on Ethereum that we saw on Bitcoin. We saw this support zone on Bitcoin right here, in between $41,000 and $42,000. That is based on previous all-time high figures. And if we look at Ethereum, we see that there is a very similar support zone between $1,440 and $1,480. Notice how the middle of this wick, we bounced in here. If we go down to the 4-hourly chart, I have a feeling the bounce will be right in there. Boom, that's experience talking. I had no idea that was going to be there, but that's interesting that it was. If you look at the 4-hourly chart on Ethereum, this support zone that we drew 3 weeks ago is exactly where support was found on the Ethereum chart. That's the power of technical analysis, guys. You need to be paying attention. If you don't know how to do analysis, that's what we help you to understand with the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. You can find a link to that in the description box down below. Anyway, as far as my price target on Ethereum, guys, if Bitcoin pulls back to $36,000, let's see, where do I think Ethereum is going to head? Before I answer that, I'm actually going to ask Smay, Dasa, do either of you have any thoughts on that? Because I've thought about where exactly I think Bitcoin's going to go. I'm going to have to do some analysis on the fly here real quick. So give me your thoughts, guys.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I haven't tracked too much with the correlation between Bitcoin and Ethereum. If Bitcoin drops below like 42, which is our last big standing level of support, or even 36, I see Ethereum probably dropping to like 800 or 900 and maybe less.
Gotcha. What do you think, Smay?
I mean, all I know is I'm not going to try to make predictions. All I know is I've lost money.
Well, have you realized that profit or loss yet?
I have not realized it, and that's a big part of it. So
Yes.
I technically haven't lost anything.
You technically haven't lost money
As long
yet.
as I hodl, but I have, so far, the value of my holdings have went down.
Of course.
And I anticipate that it will probably continue to go down for a little bit. And we'll have to see where that ends up. I think I aligned very much with Dasa's prediction.
Right.
Just because I feel like that's a good kind of idea of where it could probably go.
Right.
Beyond that, though, I have no clue.
Cool. All right, well, let's work together as a team and as a channel, and let's see if we can't find a good target for Ethereum on where we may be heading. The very first thing we have to look at, guys, are our moving averages. These are obviously going to be levels that we are likely to pull back to. You can see that we've already pulled back below the 20 daily exponential moving average. Right here, we have pulled back below it. And if we go back to our other chart, we can see that we have pulled back to the 50 daily simple moving average, which is in alignment with this zone of support right here. That makes a lot of sense because when Bitcoin, in this case Ethereum, pulls back, you are going to find it pulling back to previous levels of resistance. Why? Because previous levels of resistance become new levels of support in bull markets. We see a level of support at $1,440, and we see a level of support at $1,480, and there's a zone of support in between both of those, and that is in alignment with the 50 daily simple moving average. If, however, we look back on the history of Ethereum, you're going to find that that's not the only level Ethereum pulls back to. During the previous all-time high run, we pulled back to the 50, then we pulled back to the 50 again, but eventually we pulled back to the 100 and even to the 150 down here. I want to show you that because that is what may end up happening here. During this previous bull market, Ethereum would sometimes pull all the way down to the 100 right there. Even down here, we pulled down to the 150 daily simple moving average. Again, guys, we haven't been using these moving averages much lately because Ethereum and Bitcoin have been so far above them, but they might start coming in handy right now. Where is the 100 daily simple moving average on Ethereum? It's sitting at $1,040. I'm going to go ahead and put a flat level of support at $1,000 because remember, guys, mass psychology is an important part of markets. A lot of people probably have stop losses at $1,000 because they don't want to hold Ethereum if it goes below that 4-digit mark. That gives us some form of zone of support in between the 100 daily simple moving average and the $1,000 price level. This very well may become our level of support should Bitcoin and Ethereum continue to break lower down here between 1,000 and 1,050. Remember, guys, this is all contingent on how Bitcoin moves. Ethereum follows Bitcoin. So if Ethereum is going to do well, Bitcoin has to do well. If Bitcoin starts to correct, Ethereum is likely to follow. You have something to say, Dawson?
So we just got a... Oh, it's on the 4-hourly and 9 on the TD sequential.
On what? On Ethereum?
On Ethereum.
Gotcha. Let's check that out, guys. Doss is saying that on the 4-hourly, we just had a 9 flash on TD sequential. That's a very good observation, guys. TD sequential is one of those technical indicators that isn't really important until it flashes something. It just flashed a red 9 flash on the 4-hourly chart for Ethereum. That means that over the next 24 hours, we very well may see a strong bounce and rally off of Ethereum. And quite frankly, this would make a lot of sense. If you look at the history of markets, whenever you are going into a big new downtrend like this, a lot of times you're going to find that there's going to be small bounces. They're called bull traps, and they're called bull traps because, as you can see right here, you rally and you think you're all good, and then you're not. My camera is lagging a lot. Are you guys getting any lag?
Let me see.
My streaming computer is being overwhelmed a little bit. I'm going to go to full screen anyway real quick here, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us, by the way. If you haven't already, consider liking the video. As we talked about earlier, you're apparently going to get a video of me almost taking out a skier when I was snowboarding out in Keystone, Colorado. If you hit the 1,000 like threshold, we will put that up on our social media over on CryptoJeb on Instagram and Twitter. Our handle is @CryptoJeb. You can follow us over there. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to this channel. It is our duty as a channel to serve you and provide you the tools that you need to become financially free and not have to be restrained and restricted by your finances anymore. The way we do that is by teaching you guys about technical analysis, trading, and investing in cryptocurrency markets. If that's something you're interested in, consider subscribing to the channel. It's totally free. You can always unsubscribe later if you decide you don't want to be a part of it. Good deal, guys.
Just as an update, though, we did not forget about the tree costume.
We did not forget about the tree costume.
It will be coming. I see some people mentioning it.
Yes.
It will be happening. We just, we got to, figure that out. It takes time, it takes time, but we'll be back with the tree costume. Don't you worry.
We have the Smee the Tree costume coming in. It is coming in. No worries. Snowboarding Keystone this weekend. There you go, man. I was there last weekend. I'm going to read some comments myself real quick. Did you have a Bitcoin snowboard? No, but that would be freaking awesome.
That is a dope idea.
Yes, when I started snowboarding, the first time I ever snowboarded was last December in North Carolina, and there was a snowboard that had an underglow on it. It was like a Bitcoin orange underglow. It was sick. Look up a snowboard underglow. It's so cool.
Snowboard underglow.
How old are you, man? You look so young. I am 20 years old, my friend. I am 20.
20 years young.
20 years young. Yes, I'm 20 years young. The dips is where the money is made. Embrace it. Guys, I'm going to throw a quote at you. This is commonly attributed to Warren Buffett, but to be honest with you, this quote has been around longer than Warren Buffett, and that's saying something because that dude is ancient. He said,
roasted. We out here roasting the old money guys. The old money guys, we roast them.
He said, when there's blood in the streets, buy, even if it's your own blood.
Yeah, yep.
Just because there's bleeding going on doesn't mean you should run. The big money, the smart money buys the dips. Why? Because they look at the fundamentals, they don't look at the price. Technical analysis is very important, guys, but we mustn't forget the fundamental analysis. What do the fundamentals look like on Bitcoin? How has this industry developed over the last 2 years? Massively. Have you got, give me a 1 in chat if you've been here for over 3 years. I have. Any of you guys that drop a 1 in chat, you know exactly what I'm talking about. 3 years ago, cool. Ellen DeGeneres talked about Bitcoin once. Cool. Dude Perfect made a video about Bitcoin once. Cool. China banned There was nothing going on 3 years ago.
I got stuff in Club Penguin with Bitcoin.
You got stuff in Club Penguin with Bitcoin.
I'm sad that I used Bitcoin.
Yeah, I literally bought outfits.
The fact of the matter is, Club Penguin is no longer with us, and that's a bullish fundamental right there.
Rest in
peace, Club Penguin.
Rest in peace, Club Penguin. That's bearish news. I don't know what you mean.
Drop a. What are we gonna tell them to drop in the chat?
F.
Drop an F. Drop an F in the chat for Club Penguin.
F in the chat for Club Penguin, guys.
F in the chat for Club Penguin. Buy when there's blood in the streets. Yeah, the reason we say that, guys, is because when there is blood in the streets, it is indicative that we're going into a big correction. Let me ask you something. Do you believe that cash is king? I don't know if you're an entrepreneur or really into business the way that I am. There's an argument between cash being king and cash flow being king. My argument is that cash is king. Why? Because the people that were sitting on cash in the 2008 recession became billionaires because they were able to buy up stocks and companies and investments and properties at dirt cheap prices. The people that were sitting on cash, able to buy houses that were being foreclosed on at a third of their value, are worth hundreds of millions and billions of dollars now. Why? Because they were able to take advantage of the dip. The money is not made in the bull market. The money is made in the bear market. Why? Because you have to buy in somewhere. You can't invest in a short trade. You can, however, invest in a long trade. You can't stay in a short position for 20 years. You can, however, stay in Bitcoin for 20 years. The longevity of Bitcoin is there. Someone once said that Bitcoin is not a fad. Why? Because fads don't last 12 years. Bitcoin has been around the block. It has been here for a long time. The fundamentals are growing faster than they ever have before. We have more big names, more big billionaires, more companies, more countries getting into this space than we have ever seen in the history of this industry, and that is going to lead, my friends, to a massive bull market and massive prices, but you have to have patience because you must remember, markets are cyclical. I've said it 100 times, and I'll say it 1,000 more. Markets are cyclical. Markets rally, and markets pull back. Whenever you have a war going on, in this case, the war is between the bulls and the bears, the bulls are going to win the war. The next 20 years, we're going to say, hey, the bulls are victorious. Why? Because we're trading at, what, $3 million. Are the bears going to win some battles? Of course they are. Guys, does the loser in a war ever win a single battle? Yes. Duh. Of course the loser of the war is going to win battles every once in a while. In the same way, of course, we're going to go into downtrends every once in a while on Bitcoin. There's a reason why whenever we go into corrections, people always ask me, Jeb, Bitcoin just crashed 17,000%. Why are you not freaking out? Why? Because I believe in Bitcoin, guys. I believe in the fundamentals. I have watched Bitcoin correct from $20,000 to $2,900, and I was invested in it the whole time. I had positions I had bought at 15 grand. I watched them get decimated. The definition of decimated is cut by 10x, almost literally decimated. I wasn't concerned about it because I believe in something. I believe in Bitcoin. I believe in blockchain technology. I believe in decentralization. I believe in limited supply. I believe in these things. I'm not in Bitcoin for the money, guys. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of money in Bitcoin, but money has to take a back seat. You guys both know this. If you guys don't know, Smay and Das are two of my employees, and as the owner of the company, it's my job to cast company culture and company vision. Do I not say all the time that money belongs in the back seat?
Yeah,
he does.
Absolutely.
Every day.
I say it every day. And the reason I say it every day is because if you want to do anything great with your life, your beliefs have to be in the front seat. Martin Luther King Jr. had a belief. He had a dream. Why do people follow Martin Luther King? Not because he had the I had a plan speech. He said, I have a dream. In the same way, your beliefs about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, those are your dreams. The same kind of dream that Dr. Martin Luther King had. It's a dream. It's a belief. It's a vision. It's a cause. It's a championed fight. Money is the plan. Money's secondary. Money doesn't matter, guys. Money's in the backseat. Money is a means to an end. What's the end? The end is your belief. What do you believe? Do you really believe that money's going to solve all your problems? Don't get me wrong, money solves a lot of problems, but it's not the only thing. Money belongs in the back seat. Your beliefs belong in the front. So what do you believe? I believe in blockchain. I believe in decentralization. I believe in decentralized finance. I believe in decentralized applications. I believe in cryptography. And I believe in decentralization and limited supply because I have understood the long-term history of inflation of currencies. I've studied agri-beads in Africa. I've studied the Maori stones in Polynesia. I've studied different currencies throughout the history of the world, and when those currencies become hyperinflated, the people suffer. And I believe that people suffering is a bad thing. I believe that Bitcoin can help curtail human suffering, and that's why I'm in this market. It's not for the sake of making money. Do you believe in Bitcoin, or do you believe that your portfolio going up 100% is going to give you everything you want? I'm not judging you. I'm asking. It's not my place to judge. I have no interest in saying what you believe is better or worse than what I have. It's just different. But I am asking, what do you believe? And where will your beliefs lead you?
Amen.
Shout out to the sponsor of the Coffee and Crypto stream, which is coffee. We are very thankful for coffee beans.
Amen. Amen.
I wish coffee was a company. Could we just say, like, hey, coffee, sponsor the channel?
Yeah, coffee.
Coffee. Coffee and Crypto.
Coffee.
Coffee and Crypto. Drop a thumbs up in the chat if you were enjoying Coffee and Crypto.
We should just make a coffee brand so we can sponsor
We
ourselves.
should do that. That would be awesome. We can make our own coffee brand and sponsor us.
Make a coffee brand and then sponsor ourselves.
Give us an 8 in the chat if you'd like us to make our own coffee brand. That would, like, I'm not even kidding. That would actually be really cool. I have no idea how to do that, but it'd be awesome.
Let's just find coffee beans.
I feel like that's like a really trendy thing to do nowadays, is just to make your own coffee brand.
I mean, Hugh Jackman did it with
Did he?
Laughing Man Coffee. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, what's his name? The Conor McGregor made his own whiskey.
Oh, hey. What was it? Proper 12, something like that?
Yo, Zach, come here.
Hey,
Zach, come here.
Zach said he can roast coffee.
Zach is our editor, and he's our resident barista.
He's gonna look at that bean. You goofy looking.
What's up?
What's up, guys? You guys love coffee? Yo, I love roasting coffee. Please, cryptocurrency needs to get invested in the coffee.
Hey,
We need to roast
yeah.
coffee.
Let's
yeah.
go.
Make our own brand.
Zach is our editor, but he's also a coffee connoisseur.
I am.
He is the person that makes sure we all have espresso. By the way, make me some coffee. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Whoa.
It was a kid. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He said, bruh, moment.
No, I feel bad now. That was mean. I was trying to be funny.
Hey,
Two lattes coming up.
Okay.
hey, let's go.
No, I don't want it now.
Co-
I'm joking.
Coffee time, coffee time.
Anyway, guys,
What a bunch of nonsense.
what a bunch of nonsense. Coffee is pumping. Agreed, guys. Coffee is the deal. Guys, consider hitting that subscribe button. It is totally free. And like I said, it is our duty here at this channel to be servants of you. It is our job to provide you with tools so that you can reach financial freedom, because everybody is restricted by something. The definition of freedom is to be unrestricted by something. The modifier of freedom is financial in our case, and I want you to be unrestricted by finances. The way that we do that is by teaching you technical analysis. We teach you how to trade and invest. If that's something you're interested in, consider hitting that subscribe button. It's totally free.
ByBit.
Oh, goodness, go. Talk about ByBit. Yes, actually, guys, that's a good point. If you guys are looking for a trading platform and you're an advanced trader, consider signing up for ByBit. It is the trading platform that we personally recommend, and you can find a link to do so in the description box down below. What? Outside of the, yes, he makes a good point. If you're outside of the United States, if you're inside the United States, ByBit, trading on ByBit is against the terms of service. So if you're outside the U.S., ByBit's a great exchange. If you're in the U.S., Binance.us is a great exchange also that offers up to 5x leverage, I believe. Right, guys?
Yes, yes.
That is correct.
Yes. So if you're in the United States, then Binance US is a platform that we also recommend. And by the way, Binance Coin is freaking killing it lately. You
Yeah,
guys have
that's
seen that, right?
nuts.
Let's look at that
And-
chart real quick.
and-
It's stupid. I hate that coin.
You hate Binance
I
Coin.
hate
Why?
that coin. It just frustrated me how fast it jumped up.
Oh, yeah.
He hates it because he
Freaking, like,
didn't
salty.
profit.
It was like
salty.
500%
Hey,
in a
what I will
month. It was
say
so
is-
dumb.
On top of Binance Coin, we also have Pancake Swap, which is built off of the Binance Smart Chain. That is fantastic.
Okay,
Holy
I like
crap, I have
Pancake.
not seen this chart yet. Goodness gracious, Binance
I
exploded.
told you
said,
it was
"Good grief."
stupid.
What the
it
hell?
didn't make sense. I was so
Look at
mad.
this. It's up 800% in 30
He
days.
said, uh-oh.
It's so dumb. I don't like it.
What in the world?
Oh, guys, we hit
We
1K
had
likes.
1,000.
We had 1,000 likes.
We hit 1,000 likes.
1,000
Hey
likes.
guys, also be ready for after the stream. We are going to post a video on our socials of Jeb
Tripping.
almost taking out.
Tripping.
Bumping,
accidentally
bumping,
tripping and
bumping,
No, we don't want to get
Didn't
demonetized.
trip,
We don't want to
didn't
get
trip.
demonetized.
I had to go back and review the tape.
Okay.
He did not trip, but
But.
especially if you know about skiing and snowboarding, you know that he broke the cardinal rule
I did.
of slowing down right in front of someone.
I did.
So again,
I slowed
what
down
we
right
said
in front
earlier,
of
I
him.
want to not say the M word. He attempted to hurt.
No.
Is hurt a bad
No.
word? Bump.
No.
What words? What words? We need to have a meeting to discuss the words that are allowed to be said
We need to
in
have a meeting
YouTube
of all
video.
what we can say on YouTube. We don't want to get shut down.
Yes,
Said
but
bump.
I almost bumped her.
he almost bumped her, and
That sounds even worse, to be honest with you.
Oh,
I know
no.
that might be
Hey.
worse.
That might be worse.
Hey.
Anyway, he did the cardinal rule of he broke the cardinal rule of slowing down right in front of somebody and almost causing her to lose her
balance.
Okay, we'll go with lose her balance.
her balance.
Yes. Well, that's the nice way of saying
That's
it.
what you get for being a skier, though. I mean, come on, you kind of expect that,
You
right?
gotta snowboard, boys. You
One
gotta
in chat if you're a
snowboard.
snowboarder, two in chat if you're a
Also-
skier.
Snowboard, baby.
This is like we got at this point. We have to get that tree costume in. I mean, come on.
Yes, we've hit 1,000
we-
likes on both streams.
Yeah. All right. So
I think we got to get 2,000 likes, and Dawson will dress up like a tree too.
whoa. Okay, guys.
I'll dress up like a ballerina if we get 2K likes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Here's another.
Dang.
If we hit 2,500 likes, I have a picture of me as a
I shouldn't have said that.
5-year-old.
You shouldn't have said that.
I should
I've-
not have said that.
I have a picture of me as a 5-year-old. I'm gonna show them after the stream of me cross-dressing as a 5-year-old.
Oh gosh.
2,500 guys.
Oh no.
2,500.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm gonna show you guys that after
That's
the
no
stream.
good.
It's great. It's
Oh
great.
gosh. I actually really want to see
Busted.
that.
It's such a good photo.
And by the way, somebody asked no. Tim said M word. MURDER. We didn't want to say that word on stream.
Yeah, we don't
no,
say the bad
no,
words.
No, like we ain't touching that. That's a terrible word. That's not what we said. That's not even funny. We're not even laughing about that. Anyway,
Bad word.
when you're a snowboarder, there is no slowing down. That is absolutely true. Okay. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and somebody said unliking the video.
Don't worry, guys. I'm not actually gonna do that. That was a joke. That is a joke. You guys-
Dang, man.
Don't worry. Don't worry,
Be
guys.
happy now. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at Binance Coin. I know a lot of you guys are wondering what's going on Binance. If we look over on CoinMarketCap,
Ooh.
DOS is salty about Binance. Bitcoin is down 5%. Ethereum's down 5%. Binance Coin's down 7%. Over the last 30-odd days or so, Binance rallied 865%. I'll tell you the reason that I actually kind of like Binance Coin. Tell me what you guys think about this. The reason I actually kind of like Binance Coin is because it actually has fundamentals behind it.
No, seriously.
It's got an
It
actual
does.
exchange behind it.
And that's also why, in conjunction to Binance Coin, Pancake Swap, I'm really bullish on.
You know why I'm not necessarily a
I
big
love
fan of
Pancake.
Binance Coin?
Why is that?
Because I'm really wondering if there's an argument that it's a security.
Oh, snap.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I really don't know.
We
But
get
the-
a little XRP
Rest in
action
peace,
in
Binance
here?
Coin.
I'm really
Next
curious. What do you guys
SEC.
think? Give me a 1 in chat if you think Binance Coin is a security and a 2 if you think it's not. Because
Hmm.
I genuinely do not know. I'm not a securities law expert. But if they're making the argument, the United States SEC is making the argument that XRP is a security, could they do the same thing for Binance? I don't know. That's something that one of you guys write that down. We should go ahead and we should
I'll look it up.
look into that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And see if there's an actual argument to be made about that. Someone said, yo, I would love to sponsor the show. I own and roast my own beans. Tristan, shoot us an email, cryptojeb@gmail.com, and you will be gotten back to ASAP. Hey, Jeb, what do you think about Ripple and SEC court case, and what do you about the price prediction of XRP? I love the channel, and thanks for all the info. My problem with XRP is that look, guys, I'm like, jokes aside, XRP is a fine cryptocurrency. It's fast. The problem with XRP is that it looks like a security, and it is constantly under fire for it, and it's hard for an industry to grow, in this case the XRP token coin, to grow, when it's constantly under fire by one of the most powerful regulators on planet Earth. Bitcoin and Ethereum, we've already confirmed, are not securities. That is well and truly confirmed, which is why 95% of my portfolio is in Bitcoin and Ethereum. XRP, on the other hand, is constantly under flack for that. Also, guys, if you look at Ripple, remember, Ripple's the company, XRP's the coin, XRP's the cryptocurrency. People argue about whether or not it's cryptocurrency, whatever. XRP's the cryptocurrency, Ripple's the company. XRP does not have to be used in Ripple's products. Ripple has a product lineup that helps with international bank transfers and remittances and all kinds of banking services, which are great products that have a large market that will probably make Ripple, the parent company, a lot of money. For example, XVIA, XRapid, all these different products that Ripple has are probably very profitable products for the company. The issue is XRP is not necessary in any of those products. You can use local currencies in those products. XRP is not a necessary requirement of those products. So where exactly is the price coming from XRP? In Ethereum, the price is coming into Ethereum because Ethereum is the platform that decentralized applications and therefore decentralized finance is built on top of. Bitcoin has value going into it because Bitcoin's underlying intrinsic value is driven by this. Listen very closely. This is why Bitcoin has value. If you've ever asked this question, I'll tell you. It has value because it has a limited supply, and that limited supply is backed by the full faith of decentralization. That's why Bitcoin has value, just in case you were ever wondering and you were like, why does Bitcoin have value? Why do people buy it? Bitcoin's worth nothing. Bitcoin's just a bunch of code. It has value because it has a limited supply that is backed by decentralization. That's why it has value. Ethereum and Bitcoin have value. XRP, I'm really left wondering, why would I buy XRP? What's the long-term fundamental that's going to encourage me to get into that coin? I would love to hear your take on that. Maybe I'm completely blind. I've literally been thinking about it for years, and I've never come up with an answer to that question. All right, we're going to go ahead and read chat here for a little bit. Any questions that you guys have seen come up several times?
I see somebody who keeps wanting is really surprised that you aren't using Brave browser yet.
I saw that.
He wants to repeat himself a lot.
I saw that.
So
Yeah.
He's very surprised.
So first of all, I actually really like the Brave browser. I'll tell you why I don't like Brave. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I like Brave browser. I'll tell you why I don't use it in a minute. The reason I really like Brave browser is because it's actually founded by the co-founder of Mozilla Firefox. It's also in full collaboration with a cryptocurrency called Basic Attention Token, otherwise known as BAT, and they're redoing how the advertising industry works. I love Brave browser. It's one of the fastest growing things I've ever seen, and Basic Attention Token is growing very fast because of that. In fact, Basic Attention Token has a fundamental use case. It has fundamentals driving it because it's part of Brave browser. If you're looking for an altcoin to invest in, look up BAT, Basic Attention Token. It's really a good project that I do like, and I do actually hold some of it. Not a big amount of it, but I do hold some. I like Brave browser. Why am I not using it? I'll tell you why I'm not using it, because there are a couple of Chrome plugins that I need to use, and we use Gmail. That's literally why.
Bonk.
I will be getting away from Google and Chrome and all of that when I'm capable. I actually would rather be working in Brave. So why am I not using it? We just haven't done it yet, to be honest with you. It's something that I want to do in the future. So that's a good question. Super chat gone. Our super chat is broken right now. We're trying to get it fixed. Sorry about that, guys. My stepsister is stuck in the washing machine. What do I do? Chat, what does he do? Doss is dying over here off camera.
What the heck
I
are we doing?
Someone said I get all my crypto advice from Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, what was that coin that her and all those people were? They were like had this really messed up advertising strategy.
Someone said audio is low. Serious. Audio check. Audio check. Can you turn me up a little bit?
Hello.
Boom.
Run
Boom.
it back,
Boom.
run
Boom.
it back,
There we
run it
go.
back.
Good deal.
Yeah, there was this coin, and you guys in chat can let me know what I'm talking about. But it was something Lindsay Lohan, a little Yachty, a bunch of people like started tweeting about, and it was just like really a MKBHD exposed them for it because they were like trying to get him to advertise it too.
Mark Arse Brownlee.
Yeah.
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 A lot of people are talking about ADA. Maybe we could run some ADA real quick.
Yeah, sure. Let's do some Cardano technical analysis, guys. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. It is completely free, doesn't cost you a thing, and we are in the business of helping you reach financial freedom. If you are interested in that, consider subscribing to the channel. We're trying to get to 100K subs, and I would love your help with that. Let's go ahead and look at Cardano. I would actually much rather look at the Cardano over US dollar chart, but certainly not the Kraken chart, because we just had the biggest flash crash in a long time over on Kraken. In fact, we got an email earlier today, a really sad email, that somebody lost, I think it was $207,000 because of this flash crash over on Kraken. Really
Kraken
sad.
is trash because they flash crash.
I
Garbage.
would be very careful of using Kraken, guys. Kraken has had issues before of low liquidity and low volume, and therefore there have been some big scam wicks over on Kraken. Be careful of it. So we're actually going to be doing our analysis over on the Bittrex chart because we haven't seen that major kind of thing happen. Now, guys, We talked about on we talked about on Cardano needing a pullback to around 65 cents. We saw that pullback happen right here to about 68 cents. We were 2 cents off. Sorry, sue me. We saw Cardano pull back, and now we're seeing the same thing happen. We had it pull back exactly where we thought it would on our uptrending level of support. Guys, if I show you the technical analysis, that was here before this movement happened. This analysis has been up on this chart for over a week. This happened yesterday. We drew this uptrending level of support right here. I'll go ahead and change it to green or yellow or whatever color that is. I'm colorblind. Fun fact, in case you didn't know. Cardano has an uptrend right here, and we saw Cardano tested as support right here, and we also saw it tested as support many times in the past right here, and here is resistance, here is resistance, here is support and resistance, and here is resistance. This level is a level that Cardano is historically familiar with. When we pulled back below $1, we pulled back below it, bounced, pulled back below again, we came down here and tested where exactly on that uptrending level of support. That's the power of technical analysis, guys. Where does Cardano go from here? I'll tell you, it's probably going to pull back on candle body all the way down to this uptrending level of support, and then we're going to have to decide whether or not we're going to bounce or pull back. If we pull back, we're going to pull back to 67 cents most likely. That would make a double bottom at 67 cents. Otherwise, if Cardano bounces, it'll probably rally back up above $1.20. Why do I say all of that? Because Cardano bouncing or breaking below that uptrending level of support is going to be wholly contingent on whether or not Bitcoin goes into a new uptrend or whether or not Bitcoin has a big correction. We need to find out which one's going to happen before we can do a lot of predicting on Cardano, because remember, guys, altcoins follow the Bitcoin movement. So if Bitcoin is having a big movement to the downside or the upside, Cardano is likely to follow. Cardano's technical analysis is not that hard right now, guys. We are about to see a MACD cross to the downside on Cardano, so keep an eye out for that. And RSI is trending downwards as well. Go ahead and tell me in chat how you guys are liking the stream. Is there anything else I am forgetting about? Anything I am missing? Somebody said BitConnect staking. That's an old meme.
BitConnect!
Oh, God. All right, guys. Good deal, guys. Any reason Bitfinex is your exchange of choice for TA? Good question. I've always just used Bitfinex because Bitfinex never really seems to have a bunch of scam wicks. I try and keep a close eye on the charts that I'm trading on. Bitfinex for the longest time has seemed to be pretty stable. I use Coinbase sometimes for charting. To be honest with you, it doesn't really matter too much if we're looking at anything other than the minute chart. If you're on like the minute or the 5-minute chart, you need to be looking at the exchange that you're trading on. Right now, the technical analysis I'm not trading on this exchange, so I'm not as worried about it. Otherwise, I would probably be doing charting on the built-in exchanges TradingView equivalent.
Also, what's going on the Gaming Lemon? Glad to see you pop in the channel.
Yeah,
I
what's
used to
going
watch
on,
your
man?
videos. How's it going?
Oh, really? You
Hey,
did?
Yeah,
wow,
that's
that's
Gaming
crazy.
Lemon.
Hey,
Hey.
the Gaming Lemon. Let's see.
Shout out.
Whoa, shout out to the Gaming Lemon. Dude, you have 4 million subs. Wow. Holy cow.
Hey, thanks for
Congratulations
popping
on the
by,
growth,
dude.
my
Thanks for
mans.
popping by, man.
Congratulations.
I've seen your videos before. I've watched your videos. How about that? Dang. Awesome.
Welcome to the channel, buddy.
Welcome to the channel, my friend. That's awesome. I like his banner. Let me show you this. Check this out. Got a bunch of lemons up here. This is dope. Look at this one right here. This dude right here. He's got the That's awesome. That's so cool.
He's probably blushing right now.
Oh, nah. Who is calling me? Somebody is calling me. I'm not answering that. That's called professionalism. Boom, professionalism.
Shazam.
Didn't answer on.
Go
on.
Jeb.
Oh my goodness. What do you say about Janet Yellen's warning? Here's what I say about Janet Yellen's warning. She's just wrong. Like there's just nothing to be worried
Rest
about.
in peace, Janet Yellen.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Oh well, okay. It just boomers are gonna boomer, guys. You know that's just how it's gonna be.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, welcome to CT2A Gaming Lemon. Glad to hear that, my man.
Hey, there we go. Good deal. That's amazing. Thank you, boss. This is the first crypto channel I watched when I got into it last year. Now I'm a member of CT2A. That's so cool. Good deal, man. Thank you so much for that. Mr. Obvious said, we're doomed. Doomed. JK, this is market manipulation.
Ooh.
Do you think it's market manipulation? I don't think it is, but...
Are we am I smelling some F2 pool? Like, what's going on?
F2 pool, is
Great course, by the way. Thanks for the knowledge. Thank you so much for joining us and for that. That's awesome. Thanks, man. That's so cool. You used to watch him.
Yeah, what the heck?
Back in my gamer days.
Man, I kind of miss my gamer days. I don't get a chance to play games as much as I used to.
I feel that, man.
Man, I used to play Dasa over here. I'm about to out you. You got like 10,000 hours in Rocket League.
I have more, but
You have more. Oh
I
my
do.
God. For context, guys, there's 8,760 hours in a year.
we don't need to talk about that.
Oh my goodness.
Someone said CT2A is the best deal for the buck. I like to comment, but I have no subs. Bro, that
I feel that, Mr. Obvious.
Let's get a 5 in the chat if you guys like Minecraft.
let's see, 5. I've been playing Minecraft since I was in 6th grade.
5 Minecraft time vibes.
Good deal, guys. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this stream, consider hitting that like button. If we get to 2,500 likes, May is going to show us a picture that I'm not sure is going to go up on YouTube.
We really aren't going to.
We're not going
to do it. I'm just going to show you guys.
I want to
see
see
you
it.
guys can react to
It's
it.
just funny little Smay when he was a kid. That's
Yes,
all.
yes, that's all it is.
All it is. Oh, it's horrendous, by the way. It's a terrible picture.
Oh, my goodness, guys.
Lots of 5s, dude. I'm glad you guys are on the Minecraft game.
Yes, good deal. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. If you did enjoy today's live stream, like I said, hit that like button. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. Our job here at this channel is to serve you by helping you acquire the tools that you need to become financially free. How do we do that? We help you to understand how to do technical analysis on cryptocurrency markets so that you can apply that knowledge to a profitable industry such as trading Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and investing in this. I've seen it change my life. I've seen it change the lives of the 2 people I'm sitting here with. I'm so graced to have with me. I've seen it change the lives of thousands of our students. So if you're interested, check out that subscribe button. It's red. It says subscribe on. It's totally free. And if you haven't already, if you're outside the U.S., you can sign up for ByBit with our link in the description box down below. That ByBit affiliate links helps to support this channel and helps us to continue growing as a channel so we can provide more value to more people and help spread the word of Bitcoin further and further. And if you haven't already, consider signing up for the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. That is linked in the description box down below. That is the academy that we use to teach you everything you need to know about technical analysis so that you can profit in these markets. That is going to wrap it out for today's video, guys. Before I go, though, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.